Attribute number 10 is a nice one. It's a cool one, but it's one that only comes through experience. It's one that only comes through the fires of you taking the right action over and over again until you get used to what goes on. It's the resilience. It's the fortitude of a guy who puts himself in the line of fire consistently and is able to maintain a solid frame of mind. Attribute number 10 is being, we call it, non-reactive. Or you can also call it being icy. That term's also been used in the community a lot. Being icy, right? It means you're so cool and calm, collected under pressure, under situational stress, that nothing phases you. Nothing can move you from your center. Nothing can throw you off your game. Nothing, right? You are laser focused. You are dialed in. You are all there. You're not thrown off by this noise or this person passing by or this random interruption. You are on the ball. Now, the only way to get there is not you can't meditate your way there, right? The only way to there is experiential learning, which most people do not like to hear because it means you just have to throw yourself in the fire until you have the calluses. You have to throw yourself into enough approach situations to where nothing phases you, nothing throws you off your game, nothing gets in the way of what you're doing between you and her. Absolutely nothing. And I'm a fan, and this is kind of an older school concept because a lot of newer guys don't really do this, of continually picking out tough situations, tough sets, as we call it, right? Tough scenarios to approach in that will train your mental muscle to stay calm, to stay stable, to not waver under pressure. So this would look like you, instead of, because we all have a tendency to take kind of the easy way out, right, in terms of approaching, right? If we see a girl, one beautiful girl with 3 of her friends hanging around chatting, right? And they all look too good to be true. And then we see one girl by herself. She doesn't look that great, specifically speaking for the example, but she's all by herself. No distractions, no interruptions. This is where we're going most of the time, unless you've trained yourself to do different, right? In this case, in this scenario, you have to train yourself to seek out the tough challenges, the tough ones, right? The ones that will push you, the ones that will stretch you and get you out your comfort zone. You got to seek those actively and move forward toward them actively. In doing so, you will learn a type of iciness that nothing else will give you. Absolutely nothing else. Right? Doing regular approaches won't do it. If you constantly put yourself in approach situations and scenarios where it feels like sink or swim, you'll give yourself enough time, you'll get really good at swimming. Really, really good. I used to do this all the time. When I first came up, I ran into a video of a guy named Ozzy from Real Social Dynamics, and he would always encourage his students to do this, right? Take on approach challenges constantly, consistently. And your level of fear will actually decrease exponentially in terms of approaching, because you're so used to everything that can happen, anything that can happen. You're throwing yourself in extreme situations. So everything that comes after is easy. Everything that comes after is the simplest thing in the world to handle. But you want to be that. You want to be there, right? Because the extreme approach scenario isn't going to kill you. It isn't death. It isn't mutilation. It isn't anything like that, right? It will just make you stronger and enable you to handle the weaker situations, the lesser situations, much easier. So you really, this is one of my favorite things to do, is one of my favorite things to talk about. You absolutely should pick out the homework for this, and you absolutely should pick out at least one. Once you get comfortable approaching, obviously, a lot of guys here will probably be beginners, so everything will be way out of their comfort zone. But once you get comfortable approaching, you want to consistently, at least 1 or 2 sets, every session, every time you go out, that are a decent cry from what you normally do, right? She looks a little bit better than the girls usually approach. And the situation is a little bit more tense. It's a little bit tougher, right? You're going to have to be a little bit better. Those situations, those 1 or 2 that you do per session, will make you better than everything else you do. I guarantee it. And you might also hook yourself on doing that. Hook yourself on taking challenges, which means you're just going to grow faster and better. Plain and simple. So 1 or 2 challenges per session will change your game and your life, because you're rewiring this.